EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Midwest. The echoes of the Gallahorn and the Skol chant reverberate inside U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap. It's the Detroit Lions and the Minnesota Vikings. On the Lions sideline, a look at their head coach. His team in the middle of a good run, 4-2 over their last 6 games. Across from him, his counterpart from the Vikings. His guys ready to get after it here on Christmas Day. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. Bill Reichert will get this one started. Off we go from downtown Minneapolis. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. So the Lions come out, and they are led again by Jared Goff. Already year 10 in the league, and half of those 10 with the Lions. Remember, took the Rams to a Super Bowl as well. What a year last year, Greg. Second in passing yards in the NFL.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball. He was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes. So he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like good chances.
That's a gain of 3. Now 3rd and 5.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. Short throw, caught by Ferguson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
And the Lions, first down. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Lions.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target, and it'll be 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. Open man, it's Jameson Williams. And he'll be marked out at the 45-yard line.
13 yards on the play.
On 1st down, it's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the Vikings 38-yard
Goff
line.
gives it to Gibbs. Good running there. He's got the 1st down inside the 30.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Detroit Lions first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Once again, it's Gibbs. This time they're ready for it. Room to run the left step, not this one. They stop him for no gain.
No gain on the
Try
play.
again. It's 2nd and 10.
At the 29-yard line.
Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
That's good for the Lions. First down.
Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone. David Montgomery. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd
They hand it to Gibbs. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So 3rd down forthcoming.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best.
He's got his man, middle of the end zone. Jake Ferguson. Touchdown, Detroit. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And this is certainly what they've wanted to do all season long, and it's a huge reason, Mike, for this winning streak. Their ability to jump teams early and play with a lead. Everything is so much easier for the coach, for the offense, for the defense. Playing with a lead in the NFL is the ultimate position to be in.
The kick is good. Makes the score Lions 7, Vikings nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. So the Vikings come out. Technically it is year 2 for J.J. McCarthy, but really it's year 1. Did not play at all in the regular season last year with the knee injury. The former Michigan Wolverine, the quarterback of the Vikings.
And he's coming off a game where he was pretty much held in check for the majority of the contest. And he had a couple nice throws mixed in, a couple decent drives here and there, but the inability to find the end zone, of course, he had the 1 interception. So a lot to clean up, a lot to improve. Not just him, but frankly, the entire offense.
And that is incomplete. Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Incomplete.
In motion, it's Jefferson.
There defensively.
He'll try and throw it with McCarthy. He's got his man. It's Jefferson. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
And the Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important, Mike. Everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
12 more yards.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
In motion, Naylor. Off the play fake, it's McCarthy. To the left side here, caught by Addison. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
That's another.
Here's 1st and 10.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Inside the 10, it is caught. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal.
First down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll run it here with Jones. Marked down at the 6. Here now, 2nd down.
The tackle
and
made
goal.
at the 6-yard line. A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
From the gun, here's McCarthy. That one, take it in. Middle of the end zone. T.J. Hawkinson. Touchdown, Vikings.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score on the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to know to get a stop. With this extra point, we got ourselves a tie ball game.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Khalif Raymond to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. As we get a look at the league leaders in receiving touchdowns by a running back, he sets the pace here as we get to the latter stages of the season. Off the play fake, here's Goff. No one open, he'll drop it to his running back. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
It's a gain of 11. And the Lions
on 1st and 10, here's Goff. Over the middle, he's got St. Brown. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Detroit Lions.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Right ahead with Gibbs. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Blake Ashman on the tackle. It's a loss of a yard. And it's third down.
A touchdown apiece here in the first quarter of play. All even on the scoreboard. More from the Twin Cities in a moment. Lions ball to begin this second quarter. The backfield empty here for 3rd and 2 as we are ready to get back underway. Searching for some kind of seed to go forward. It's not there. They get him behind the line. 4th down coming up.
So it's a pretty manageable 3rd down, so they really have the option to run or pass, so they decide to keep the ball on the ground, which I don't mind as long as you've made the decision already that you're willing to use 4th down to pick up the rest of the yards. If not, I think that's a big mistake.
They'll go for it. Here's Goff. Open man, left side. He's got it. And he will get the 1st down. They took a chance, but they convert on 4th and 3. A run here with Gibbs. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Call it a gain of 13. 1st down, Detroit.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Now Goff gonna hold on to it. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 15. On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. A run up the middle, it's Gibbs. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the 17-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd down. Goff. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got him. Javon Hargrave getting to the quarterback there for his 8th sack of the year.
That last sack is exactly why defensive coaches preach over and over. Just play the next down. Just continue to make them snap the ball again. You're one big defensive play from changing everything about this drive. And what once looked like a promising drive, following that sack, looks a little bit different now.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's gone. That is pulled in at the 5. And he's in. Amon-Ra, safe ground. Touchdown, Lions. His 4th TD grab of the season.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm, mixing run, mixing pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. You can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. And it goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Now return coming from the 7. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
They'll run it with Jones to begin this drive. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Rodriguez on the tackle. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 9. They run it once more with Jones. And he's going to be taken down on the other side of the 50-yard line. They get 24 on that one. It'll be a Vikings 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Big hole up the middle. The interior of this offensive line did a great job clearing some space. The back saw it quick, and he hit it. And next thing you know, he was in the secondary for a big pickup.
They give this to Jefferson on the jet sweep. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
19 yards.
That's his third catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
In motion, it's Jefferson. Throwing here on first and 10 is McCarthy. And that one incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap. I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him. Jadeveon Clowney getting into drop him for sack number 11 on the season.
This is a great reminder of why it's so important to have great offensive tackles. When you get beat so fast off the edge, the quarterback has nowhere to go in the pocket to escape, and that's what happens. And this is the danger of trying these long field goals. Remember, Mike, if you miss, the other team gets the ball at the spot of the kick. So it's going to end up setting them up for great field position as they start this next drive.
Jahmyr Gibbs and the Detroit offense set to take over again. And he's been a tough man to stop in this first half, putting up some big numbers already. And remember, we haven't even reached halftime yet. This time the sledding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too.
When you can get this level of run support out of your secondary, Mike, man, what an advantage for any defense. This defensive back clearly reads run, gets off his block, and he's able to take down the back for a loss of yards.
On third down, they go with Gibbs. And that's not going to do it. They'll get about 3, but it's fourth and long coming up.
4-yard line. A gain of 3. It's fourth down.
On fourth down, Lions going to send out the All-Pro from a season ago, Jack Fox to punt. Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. In motion, Naylor. The drive begins with a carry by Jones. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Second and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 13-yard line.
On play action, here's McCarthy. That's going to be incomplete. Good work by the defender. Bodied his man up. Wouldn't allow the catch. It'll force third down.
Brings up third down and 7.
They'll put Addison in motion. To the air on third down is McCarthy. He'll try to run for it. A minute 58 to go in the first half of play. We'll have more from Minneapolis after this. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. To the right side, this is Jones. Up the sideline at the 35. And he is out of bounds.
14 more yards. That's another Vikings first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
Quick throw there. That's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the receiver really didn't have much time to get himself open. So the incompletion brings up second down.
Second and 10.
Now McCarthy. He'll find his tight end, Josh Oliver. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. It is 3rd and long.
Brings up 3rd down and 15.
Up the middle, here's Jones. And nowhere to go on that one. And lifted him up and threw him down behind the line.
These are the impact plays that this linebacker is capable of, Mike. Not only dissecting and determining where the ball was going, but then to shoot through the line of scrimmage and make this tackle for a loss. That's a big-time play by a really good player.
And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit in the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Lions offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. To the left side, he's got Ferguson. The Lions call their first timeout. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. They face 2nd down and 7. From the gun, it's Goff. This throw taken in by Amon-Ra. Detroit's going to use their second timeout as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. Now a 3rd and 2. Now, Goff. That was on target to Williams. He's got it. And he's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on 3rd down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Josh Metellus on the coverage.
On 2nd down, Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete. After back-to-back incompletions, they now face 3rd down and 10. Here's Goff. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
So anytime you find yourself in 3rd and long, it's hard to really be unpredictable as a play caller because the defense knows it's most likely going to be a pass. They understand where the down and distance markers are, and there's really nowhere for him to go with the ball, and he has to throw it away.
And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. A very Merry Christmas to you and yours. 3 games on the slate here on Christmas Day. Let's get into it. Our look at the NFL starts now. In Charlotte, the Panthers at home to take on the Seattle Seahawks. And it's the rookie from Alabama, Jalen Milroe. Part of a big game for him, 3 total touchdowns, 2 rushing, 1 passing. The Seahawks get back to 500 at 8-8. They get the victory here in Week 17. From there, let's go to Music City, Nashville, Tennessee. Check in on the Titans.
First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over one score. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Here's McCarthy. That's into the hands of Aaron Jones. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
To the middle of the field. Taken in by Addison. And they'll whistle him down, but not before he picks up a first down.
It's a gain
After a gain of 7. He'll step up and run. And McCarthy's going to get down and pick up the first down. Good, smart play with the slide by JJ.
15 yards. That's another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll throw out of the gun. He'll let this go deep for Jefferson.
I love that they continue to stay aggressive here, Mike. And that route right there, we used to call it a big 8. It's a deep post route, but the ball placement isn't exactly where it needs to be, and that's a missed opportunity.
And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
Setting up to throw is McCarthy. He looks middle. He's got his man complete. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it.
Oh, a loose football. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a first down.
The offense retains possession.
To throw is McCarthy. He's going to keep it himself. And he'll go into the slide there. It'll be a gain of a couple.
2 yards on the pickup.
2nd down, 8 yards to go.
At the 19-yard line.
A give now. It's Jones on the zone read. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal. Try to finish off this drive with a touchdown.
14 yards.
They get 14 yards and set up 1st and goal.
1st and goal.
This drive has been methodical, but will they turn it into 6 points? It is 1st and goal. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
A loss was definitely not something they had accounted or budgeted for in this spot. And now, I think it really limits what do you feel comfortable dialing up here on 2nd and goal.
Now from the 7, it's 2nd and goal. From the gun, here's McCarthy. He'll tuck, and he will get into the end zone. J.J. McCarthy, touchdown, Minnesota. That's his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. The defense comes up with the coverage, but they cannot keep up with the speed as the quarterback scrambles to the end zone for the touchdown.
And down here in the red zone, Mike, is where I think a quarterback's legs can be the most dangerous. The defenders are trying to match backs, match tight ends and receivers, but often it's the quarterback that has no one assigned to him, and in this case, he's able to capitalize and run it in himself.
We are all square, 14 apiece. The score as this one's away. Raymond now to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Lions offense, Jahmyr Gibbs, set to get back on the field. And he has been a tough guy to contain all season long, as reflected in those numbers that you see there. They'll begin with a zone read. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Terrific starter there. Gain of 15 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On play action. Goff. That one out wide to Gibbs. He'll be out of bounds. Decent pickup of 5 on first down.
Out of bounds at the 47-yard line.
Goff gives it to Gibbs. He'll work forward for a couple. Kendall Fuller up to make the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And we're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
On the tackle. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 4th down and 1.
It's too long for a field goal. They'll go for it here on 4th down. Here's Goff. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And he's going to have the first down. Aggressive call there. It works out as they convert on 4th down. Working 3 downfield. It is Williams. So they move inside the 20. 1st and 10 at the 18.
That's another Detroit Lions.
On the handoff, this is Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of 30. 2nd down, they need 7.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down. They are set up with 1st and goal.
Detroit Lions, 1st down.
Here's a run. And he'll get into the end zone. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Detroit. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Good drive. They kept the ball. Greg, they moved it effectively down the field and finish it off on the ground for the touchdown.
So often, Mike, we see teams work on a great drive to get down here close, only to settle for a field goal. But in this case, give them a lot of credit. They put a great drive together, but they're able to capitalize and finish it off with 6.
Makes the score Lions 21, Vikings 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Vikings offense and J.J. McCarthy getting set for their next possession. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left him nowhere to go. And no gain.
A gain of a yard.
So, Mike, this is a great example and a great moment to bring up why it's so important for these offenses to make everything look the same. Formationally, pre-snap movement, because the second that motion...
the pressure, too much, and he goes down. Jadeveon Clowney gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's 3rd down. Throwing now, it's McCarthy. And that is incomplete.
Intended for Jordan Addison.
Really nice coverage here on 3rd down. They took away all of the outlets the quarterback had. Really left them with no opportunity other than to just throw that ball away. It's going to bring up 4th down.
And it'll be a good return. He's able to get it up past the 40-yard line. The Lions offense starting to try out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. Here's a designed run. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Catch is made. That is Williams. And he's is going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. We're off to the fourth quarter here on Christmas Day. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Ferguson. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
First down. A gain of 9 yards.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
Number 14 on the draw, St. Brown. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's second and 4. Now Goff. The pass rush gets home and he goes down. Jonathan Grenard. He gets in there to record the sack. Number 60 now on the season.
Third and 9.
Impressive play by the defensive end here, Mike. It's his technique. It put him in position to not only make the play, but it's that closing speed that's allowed him to finish it off.
And on third down, that ball incomplete. Jake Ferguson was the intended target. And it's going to bring up fourth down. The Lions will punt this ball away as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. Here comes Aaron Jones and the Viking offense as they take over once more. And he has put in a full game's work and then some. Just an incredible performance on the ground to this point in the fourth quarter. In motion, Naylor. They fake the jet sweep and will hand it up the middle. Not much there. Maybe a yard.
Taken down at the 19-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8.
Second down and 8. To throw, it's McCarthy. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down.
And 8 yards to go.
Looking to throw. McCarthy. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Jadeveon Clowney. He gets in to record his third sack of the afternoon. It'll be a punt coming from the Vikings. Be forced to punt, trailing here in the fourth quarter. Now fair catch is called for and made right there at the 45. Here's the Detroit offense now, headed back onto the field. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with first and 10. He'll go play action with Goff. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Jalen Redmond in there to drop him. Loss of 5 to start the drive. Work to do now as they come up on second and long. Goff to throw. Here's a screen set up for Gibbs. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
From the gun, it's Goff. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a sack.
As this clock continues to tick, we're getting dangerously close here to do-or-die territory. But after that third down sack, real good chance of getting off the field. No points allowed. Let's see if their offense now can do their job, because defense certainly did theirs.
A fair catch signaled and taken at about the 18-yard line. The Vikings offense ready for this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. That's quickly out to Jefferson. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
McCarthy to the end on 2nd down. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That's a good idea. Didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up 3rd down.
9 yards to go.
Working out of the shotgun, it is McCarthy. This one just too far for the receiver. Out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
I say one of the most critical elements of a dynamic offense, Mike, is how efficient are you on 3rd down. It's something these teams stress all week. Here's an opportunity to continue to extend this drive. The defense wins this time and brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Lions offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a 1st down. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A pick up there of 13. Good for a Lions 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Y'all can't talk about basic.
You know, there's all this talk, Mike, about the value of the run game in today's NFL. You know when the run game matters? It matters right now. 4th quarter, you've got the lead. Can you lean on your running back and offensive line to close this game?
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10.
Lions 1st down.
Once again, it's Gibbs. And this time they are ready for it. Thrown for a loss. And it's 2nd down.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take him down for a loss.
And he won't get away. Good tackle there to get him down behind the line.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
So now a timeout for the Vikings. That is their first. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he's into the end zone. That might be the knockout punch. David Montgomery. Touchdown, Lions. That's his 2nd touchdown of this one. And he's got a half dozen for the year. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter. Get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the 4th quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had and throw yourself back in it.
Makes the score Lions 28, Vikings 14.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Vikings offense ready to take over possession of the football. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a throw from McCarthy. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Now McCarthy.
30-yard line.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect. And ball's incomplete. Important moment here. 3rd down
The
and 4.
coverage by Jack Campbell.
Here's McCarthy. And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way.
McCarthy's pass intended for T.J. Hawkinson. Incomplete. Turnover on downs.
The Lions offense ready to take over once more. And it would seem as if this 3-game win streak is going to become a 4-game win streak. Still a little work to do in this one as they start 1st and 10. A run here with Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. As a second charge timeout for Minnesota. And they'll get together prior to this 2nd down play. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. The Vikings go ahead and use their final timeout.
3rd and 3.
Talk things over before 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. It's caught Mingo with the grab. And he's very close to a 1st down, but it doesn't look like he got there. And yes, they're going to mark him a yard short. Bates' kick is good. The Lions add on to their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
He'll start at the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. Out comes the Minnesota offensive unit as they get set to take over. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. The RPO, that one is complete. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd
7.
down, here's McCarthy.
25-yard line.
Open man, downfield, it's Hawkinson. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Gain of 31 yards. And the Vikings 1st down. 1st and 10.
McCarthy now to throw on 1st and 10. 2nd and 10.
Pass intended for Jalen Naylor. Incomplete.
To throw once more, here's McCarthy. Over the middle, that's the tight end Hawkinson. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
13 yards on the play. And the
McCarthy
Vikings
gonna look to throw again. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
by Aiden Hutchinson. A loss of 6. Brings up 2nd and 16.
Throwing on 2nd down is McCarthy. But pressure gets there again, and again he goes down.
Quinton Williams. An 8-yard loss on the play. It's now 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, here's McCarthy. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
4th down.
They'll go. Here's McCarthy. That's taken in. And he's not going to get away. They got him right down after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Lions offense getting set to get back to work. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts. So just one kneel down, and then time to shake hands. 2nd and 11. So a win for the visitors, the Lions. And it will be a very Merry Christmas indeed as they get the victory on this December night. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.